Hello guys, welcome back to a makeup FOMO. I'm so glad you're here. Today we are going to be talking about something I've been really looking forward to showing you guys. Is the new e.l.f. Matte for Matte Holy Smokes palette. We talked about this on Makeup FOMO. We did a post about it as soon as we knew it was coming out, and I knew I had to have it right away, so I bought it the day it came out. It just arrived yesterday, and I wanted to show you guys, kind of do like a first impression. I've opened the box, but I literally haven't touched it yet. It looks so pretty though. I don't know if you guys have seen it. If you haven't, you're probably not checking out Makeup FOMO, in which case you should. But if you haven't, let me show it to you, because it's so pretty. Look at these. My nail polish is always so jacked up, so just ignore that. But look at these shades. So you have obviously a lot lighter colors, and then there's like some deeper blues, black. It just looks so pretty. Oh, I can't wait to touch it. So I want to do some swatches for you, and then I was thinking I could try it out on my eyes. Obviously I have my makeup done already, but I was thinking I could kind of try it out. We could just see kind of how they apply and see what we think of it. I do have not the original Matte for Matte, because that one just didn't really entice me. It was very plain. It didn't really have any shades that I thought, you know, really were exciting me. It was very basic, which is good for a lot of people, and a lot of people love it, but it just didn't draw me in. I did, however, purchase the Matte for Matte 2. So obviously this is the third one, but let me show you the second one in case you're not familiar with it, just so we can kind of compare. Okay, so the main difference that I noticed actually right when I opened the Holy Smokes one is that the exterior packaging is quite a bit different. You can see the Matte for Matte 2 is just plain, it really doesn't have anything on it, but the Holy Smokes palette literally says Matte for Matte Eyeshadow Palette Holy Smokes. So this one in your collection, you might not necessarily know right away what you're reaching for. This one you definitely will. What they did do on the Matte for Matte 2 was they put just the title of it, or the name of it, on the back, which seems weird. I don't know why you wouldn't just put it on the front. So that's like the immediate difference between these two. The Matte for Matte 2, this is like, it's mostly warm tones. It's definitely for my warm tone lovers. So it's got a lot of like basic shades up here with a really nice pretty coral, and then a nice kind of like burnt reddish shade. This is the color that like made me buy this. This is like the most prettiest, like violet, kind of burgundy wine shade. This one also has a black in it, so I think that's a nice touch. I think a lot of people, including myself, don't really feel like a palette is complete unless they have a matte like black for either setting your liner or using as liner, or just simply deepening up the look that you're doing, and without a cream bone shade. So the nice part about both of these palettes, let me just hold them up together. They both, as you can see, have a matte black right at the end, and they both have a really nice like bone shade that you could use for like setting your lids, setting your eyeshadow primer. So they have kind of some of the staple shades that I think every palette needs. So there's definitely some similarities between the palettes. Like I think some of the just like mid-tone browns, like those crease shades, are pretty similar. But for the most part, they are quite different. I definitely think that the second palette is definitely your warm tone palette, and then this third one is definitely cooler toned for the most part. I love this like gray, and I love this blue. I'm so excited for this. So I do really love this second one. I use it all the time. These are both just gorgeous. These are both must-haves. These are $10 each, and you get like 10 eyeshadows, right? It's 10, like I thought. So you get 10 eyeshadows for $10, $1 an eyeshadow. These, I mean, if they're anything like the other Matte for Matte, this one, then I already know that they're gonna be awesome quality, awesome at blending. I know that I'm going to love them, and like that's an incredible price tag. $10 for this. And the thing, I showed my fiance when I got this, and he was like surprised because look how little, like this is baby. You see that? This is so small, but the mirror in it is exceptional. It's like it's not like a fun house, like, you know, poor quality mirror. Like, this is a good mirror. It's narrow, but it's perfectly good. You can absolutely do your eyes. You can probably even do your whole face in this. So this is like exceptional for travel. It's great if you need to bring it with you somewhere, maybe do your eyeshadow later. You can just throw it in your purse. You're not even gonna notice that it's there. So I think there are a lot of just without even touching it, there's a lot of things that I already really like about this. So I'm super excited. Let's get to swatching them. Let's do some swatches. So I'm just going to start from the lightest shade to the darkest shade. The first one is that super light white shade. That's a little bit sheer. I'm only using my finger, no primer, no brush, nothing like that. This next one is that really pretty gray. I'm so excited for that. Ooh, do you guys see that? That's exactly what I wanted it to be. That's like almost like a purpley gray, which I'm totally into. This next one is gonna be your perfect, like mid-tone brown crease shade. That one, yes, that is exactly what you need just to get your look started. It's light enough, but it still has pigment. This next one is a really warm, like coppery, almost like a reddish brown. Yes. That one's pretty. That's like a nice warm, did that get patchy? That's like a nice warm brown. I think that would look really good, especially with this one. It's layered together. This next one's just a slightly deeper neutral, like chocolatey brown. This one looks like it's gonna be perfect for the crease as well. Ooh, do you see that swatch? That swatched very nicely. That's got some really good pigmentation. This next one is a little bit deeper. It's almost like it's got a little bit of like a cranberry tone to it, this brown. Check this one out. If you guys hear any meowing, that's my cat, so sorry. Do you see that one? That's almost like a, almost got like a wine-ish, like cranberry tone to it, like an undertone. I love that one. Now this is the one I was so excited for. This is like that teal. This looks a lot like, if you're familiar, Axis from the Subculture palette. Check that out. Oh my gosh. Look at that pigment. Do you see how that just swatched? That is gorgeous. And then we have that royal blue. This one doesn't feel quite as creamy to the touch like the other ones did, but the color looks amazing. Let's see that one. Yes. On camera, they look a little bit more similar than they are in person. This one definitely has more of a teal tone, and that one is certainly a little more, you know, true blue. That's beautiful. We have two left. This next one, wow. This is like a dark, almost black looking brown, and that is creamy to the, oh my gosh, look at that swatch. That is pigment head. I love that one. That would be really nice for a deep look. And then if you're scared of black, that'd be nice. If you love black, here we go. This one is for you. Yes. Look at that swatch. That's also a nice swatch. So this is all of the shades. I think they all swatched really well. This one is obviously a little bit sheer, and this one, it might have just been the way I did it, but that one looks slightly patchy. Otherwise, I think these are all just gorgeous. I love those. I cannot wait to put these on my eyes. Okay, so now that we've done swatches, I am so freaking excited to actually try this on my eyes. So as you can see, I've taken my glasses off. I've zoomed you guys in a little bit, and we're gonna give this a go. I don't know what kind of look. I mean, I want to use like the blue or the teal for sure. Maybe that like orangey kind of reddy brown. Ugh, I love that silver though. I don't know exactly what I want to do. I did have eye makeup off, but I took it off. I definitely still have mascara on, but my lids are free and clear, so we're going to give this a go. I will show you guys these shadows in action, and I'm not going to use any primer. I don't usually use primer. I mostly just stick to concealer. However, I have been trying out this Subculture palette, and I've been using primer with this because you guys know the story, I'm sure. If you don't live under a rock, you know the drama. So I've been testing that out, and I'm thinking about doing a video with it. I know everyone's done a video with it, but I kind of want to tell you guys what I think of it. So if you're interested in that video, let me know, and I could definitely do it. But for now, let's get started on applying these. I'm just going to preface this by stating I'm not a makeup artist by any means. I just really like makeup, so this is not going to be anything intricate or crazy. I just mostly wanted to let you guys see these in action. That's kind of the whole purpose of this, to see if you think these are up your alley and if it's something that you would want to try. So let's do this. I'm gonna start with the like matte cream shade. Of course, I always start with these shades first and foremost because I think that you need a base. You always need to set your concealer. Wow, this is actually, remember that swatch was kind of sheer? This is not applying sheer at all. Like, my lid looks white. Okay, well that is a good thing. I'll apply a little bit less over here. Okay, and then, ooh, I really wanna, I think I'm gonna use the gray. I have to. So I'm gonna dip into the gray shade, the second shade there. If you haven't got your Ipsy yet, spoiler alert, you might get this, and it's a good brush. And it's freaking green, and look, it has little, like, gemstones on it. Like, what else do you want on your brush? I don't know. Okay. Yeah. That is exactly what I wanted it to be. I like that in the crease. Definitely a cool shade though, but I dig it. This is definitely not like overly pigmented, like it's not sheer though. It's just a nice subtle definition just to kind of get the look started. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay, I think I'm gonna add, even though that's a super cool tone, I think I wanna add a tiny bit of warmth by using this like warmer terracotta. It's almost like an orangey brown on a Real Techniques base shadow brush. And I think this might be a pretty cool contrast with the cool gray. I think that might look interesting. I mostly just want to try all of these shades out mixed together. Do you see that? And guys, I'm just using the mirror from this, and it is freaking perfect. This is exactly the size you need for doing your eyeshadow. Okay, and now I just have to use this teal. I need to. So I'm going to, on the same brush, pick that up and pack that on. Ooh, do you see that? That is a perfect little outer corner. I'm gonna mostly just pack it on out here just for some definition, and then just, you know, drag it slightly into the crease. You see? That is pretty. Okay, so that is 3 shades on the eye so far. I like the definition. I like the pop of the teal. I think it's kind of working with my eyes. I think I have like hazel kind of greenish eyes. I think that it's looking really pretty. So now here's my dilemma. I like having a shimmer shade on the lid, and obviously this doesn't have that. So I think I'm just gonna go with that first shade we put on, that like white. That is so creamy. I swear, this feels like freaking butter. Let's just layer that on and just do a bright. I almost always use my finger for lid shades. I just feel like you get so much more color payoff, and you're, you know, going over a larger area, so your finger is kind of the perfect size. Ooh, I like how that looks. That adds a lot of brightness. So I'm just gonna take a tiny bit more of the teal shade on my brush and just reapply it to the outer edge here and kind of blend the two. Yes. And I also think that that white shade will be a really nice highlight shade, so I'm going to put that under my brow bone. This is way more pigmented than the swatch. What do you guys think of this? So I used a total of 4 shades from in here, and I mean, they were all kind of different. I had the cool gray, the warmer red, and then, well, it's not red, it's like orangey brown, and then the cool teal shade, and this is what it is looking like. Let me, my mascara kind of came off, so let me just recurl my lashes and apply mascara so I look a little bit less weird, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I zoomed you guys out a little bit. I just added a little bit of more mascara to my top lashes, curled them, and then added some to my bottom lashes. This is what we are working with. I think it looks cool. Do you guys like it? I love the teal. I mean, it's not maybe everyone's cup of tea because it's a little bit, I would consider that a color, a little bit colorful, but it's deep, so I think it doesn't look like a pop, like bam, you're wearing blue or green. I think it kind of just works, and I think it's really, really pretty. I love the mix of the warm, like terracotta shade and the silver, like gray shade. I think those look really cool together, and I think it's very flattering for my eyes. Do you guys think so? I like it. Okay, so my final thoughts on this palette. First impression is that it is freaking everything I imagined it would be, which is incredible. You saw those swatches. So those swatches were awesome. I mean, this look that I put together, I really like. I mean, there's a million more looks you can do with this. Obviously, you could do a really just natural, neutral, just brown, like smoky eye, like you typically would. You could definitely do something really fun with this royal blue. You could do a warmer look and just kind of stick to this shade and, you know, some of the browns in it. I think that your options are endless. You could be bold or you could be natural, and I think it's really nice when a palette gives you those options. Plus, the mirror in here is a perfect size for applying eyeshadow, and it's so compact and small, and it's $10. Like, it pretty much checks all the boxes. Like I said, there's obviously no shimmer, so that might be the only thing missing, and you may or may not have to bring in another palette or, you know, individual shadow to complete your look. But I mean, like you saw, you can certainly do an all matte look. You could even do something really deep and kind of put like one of these darker browns all over the lid and then kind of smoke it out and kind of do like a reverse smoky eye and just go lighter into the crease. There's so many options. You get 10 shades for $10, and, you know, the sky's the limit. So I definitely think this was worth trying out. I'm going to keep using it, keep trying it. I doubt my opinion's going to change because, like I said, I knew I already loved this one and I already love e.l.f. So I think that is awesome. I definitely think if you guys like e.l.f. and if you're, you know, in the market for maybe an affordable palette, totally worth trying out. As of right now, I think you can only get it on e.l.f.'s website. I don't think it's like shipped out obviously to like Target or any of the other stores yet because it just came out. But you can usually get coupons for e.l.f. or some kind of shipping code. They do free shipping actually a lot of times. And if they do, we always let you know. If you're signed up for our email list through makeupfomo.com, we send you all of like the really lit promos in addition to any like new releases that are coming out. So we hook you up. If e.l.f. ever has free shipping, they usually let us know, and then we let you know in advance so you can kind of strategize of what are you gonna get. So, or if you, I think it's if you spend $25 or more, you get free shipping anyway, so you can probably spend $25 super easily on e.l.f. I know I could. So that is my thoughts on that. If you're looking for reviews or information on anything else that's recently come out or coming out pretty soon, like I always say, head over to makeupfomo.com. We cover all of the latest beauty makeup releases. There's a lot of information there and a lot of different products and probably things that you may not have heard of before. So it's definitely a good spot to just check out what's coming out, and it might inspire you to, you know, maybe try new things, or might let you know about something that you needed that you didn't know you needed. That's what Makeup's FOMO is for. We have got you. Thank you so much for watching and for being here. I loved showing you guys this palette, doing this first impression. I love first impressions. And if you guys would like to subscribe and stick around, I would love to have you. We have a lot of fun here. And until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.